whatever.
Yeah.
And I doubt the audio is going to be too good because of it being over there, but
I mean, we'll see what happens.
yeah.
All right. So we just gotta wait for the people to come in, and then after that, we should be fine. I know it already got a like before we even went live, so that's good. Hopefully.
I paid for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's those bots that I paid.
Mm-hmm. Dude, funny enough, I feel like every day on Twitter there's like some bot account of like a model or some shit. I don't fucking know. It always comes onto my my feed like as a notification. So I keep getting a new follower. I'm like, this is not what I want, but okay. Fine. And I get there's like fake sugar mama Instagram accounts.
Yep.
Those are great.
I mean, is it from your OnlyFans account? Is that what?
That hasn't started yet. But the way this economy is going and the cost of living going up, I might have to.
That's a different kind of guy. Kyle's game room there.
Right, absolutely. Oh yeah. Okay. So for anybody who's being quiet in the chat, this is my buddy Matt. He and I, back when the flea market that I used to work at was around. Oh yeah, I'm up there too. I forgot about that.
You're so used to leaning over there. I just got that.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Hello, leftovers in game. What's going on? Oh, what's up with that pony stream the other day? Oh, I'll get more into that later. Okay, so anyway, this is my buddy Matt. He and I met at the flea market that we used to work at. He used to restore arcade cabinets, and he used to work on a complete other side of the flea market. And then he moved pretty close to us, and then we became buddies. Then when Pokemon Go was fresh, we played Pokemon Go a lot.
Wow, I remember that.
What a time.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, is that like Facebook page like and Discord still relevant anymore? Like the people still like communicating there or no?
Which one?
The one that was for
I actually started the E-Town one.
Yeah, the E-Town one.
I'm the owner of that one.
Is it still going?
It is, but it's not really active.
Right.
Things all changed.
I miss those days. Okay, so anyway. So Matt, today.
That's where we began.
That's how we began. And that was, I don't know how many years ago.
11? Because I built the cabinet for Will Wheaton around 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's been 10 years.
Shit. Whoa!
Yep. Yeah, it showed up on my feed every year, and it's like, it's been 10 years since I built that cabinet. And that was probably a year that I knew you before then. So yeah, like 11 years.
And to think in June I'm turning 30.
You didn't have a beard then.
I did not have a beard then. I had hair too.
Yes, I remember that.
What a time. What a time.
Wow.
Well, do you like the Neo Geo MVS 4 slot? I think it's asking you if you like the Neo Geo MVS 4 slot arcade cabinet.
Oh wow. If that's the one I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, I like a lot of the older 8-bits. I mean, just what I did with my business when I was building arcades was I took I made multicades, which could be 60 games, it could be 2,000 games. You saw all the cabinets that I did on that. And yeah.
In many sizes as well.
Oh yeah, I did full size. I did cocktails 8 at a time and kept pushing them out the door. It got too much for me because, I mean, the arcade industry went up and down. When it was busy, it was booming, and then all of a sudden it just tanked, and then I had to get a real job.
Right.
So that's what eventually got me into 3D printing, which is what I'm mainly doing now because I wanted to start making trinkets and stuff for the arcades, but then one printer got pregnant and turned into 2 printers, and now I have 6 printers.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
It started with all just because I wanted to do arcade 3D printing, and now I'm doing anything and everything. I mean, I made custom GPS holder for my truck. Something when my leg cast when I had my knee surgery. I made my cast for my leg. Went to the orthopedic surgeon. He's like, I can't do anything better than that.
Excellent.
Yeah. So 3D printing's amazing.
Like, it's definitely an art. Like, especially if you're doing the molding and everything yourself.
Yeah, there's no molding. It's all 3D design on the computer.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's alright.
Like, when you're designing
you get
everything
half
yourself.
a star now.
Yeah, half star? Fuck yeah. But yeah, when you're designing everything yourself, it's definitely like an art form. Like, it's not just simple, like, copy and paste and print.
When people get into 3D printing, they think, okay, I'm going to go to Thingiverse, I'm going to find a file, I'm going to print it, and that's it. 9 times out of 10, I will take a file from Thingiverse and have to spend an hour fixing stuff before printing it.
Right.
Or I will take a portion of it and design it towards something that I'm doing right now. Like, I made something before, I can't remember what it was, but I needed a texture for it. So I found a Dungeons and Dragons cobblestone, and I literally just cut a texture off of that and used that for the texture on, like, the big thing I was doing. I did a castle that took a 7-day print, put a little pond inside of it with texture and stuff. Just, it's a lot. I mean, I can take a print and design it in an hour. I can take a print and design it in 7-8 hours.
Well, let me try to get more toward you if I can.
What is... yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on up there. I can't really see. I can't read. I see something about full size.
Well...
Spicy.
Full-size cabinets, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I started at a place, the guy no longer with us, but we used to buy truckloads of old arcades, and my job was to fix them and then take them apart. Because just like a car in a junkyard, it's worth more in parts than it is all working. So we had a whole entire barn full of arcades, and my friend John remembers that, and we would just fix them and then sell the control panel, sell the control board, sell the power supplies. Like, all that stuff just adds up, and that's how I got into arcades to begin with, because I was already a nerd before then and worked at like Radio Shack. I had my own business doing network communications, and then I said to my boss, I was like, I want to build a miniature version. He's like, well, we can't make money off of that. I was like, I want to build a miniature version from like the halfway up. And he's like, well, it's not going to happen. So I was like, let me design my own. And then I got with my graphics guy, and we took from the control panel up and did an exact scale model, marquee and everything. And that's where I started doing the minicades that you saw at the market.
Right.
And it just went from there. And then I went to the miniature cocktails. I don't know if you saw those.
I'm not sure if I've seen that.
Yeah, it's the cocktail is the head-to-head,
right?
With the pizza place or whatever. I built one that's about this high that you can put on a table, has a suitcase handle.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
So, like, before we get into showing off the 3D printed stuff, do you miss doing any of that or no?
Oh, yes. I still technically have an arcade shop that I pay $200 a month rent for. I built a second level on it. The upstairs is the workshop. The downstairs is just storage. I have all my saws, drill press, like all that stuff out there. I have some bodies pre-built that I can just throw together. I have enough parts to build 10 more machines right now without putting any cost into it.
Excellent.
Like, I miss it, but 3D printing took over, and having a normal job took over, because I started doing truck driving, which I've had my CDL for a long time, and it's just where I worked. I'm like, okay, I'll be off in the wintertime because it was concrete mixer, it was outdoor stuff, so I don't have much time in the wintertime anymore to build that. So 3D printing, I come home from work and just work on my designs and get stuff printed and out the door as quickly as possible. I'm doing venues where I go to places that I just sell stuff.
Right. Like, are you like doing like just like conventions or stuff like that? Or are you doing like flea market outlets as well? Like, where are you?
I just started doing conventions with my friend from Dark Whimsy. She does fine art photography, like spooky stuff, cemeteries, abandoned buildings, stuff like that. And it's more of the spooky theme. The oddities is what they call them. We just did one in Carlisle and one in York. I'm going to be doing one, I'm not sure if I'm doing it with her or not, in Milton in February, and it's actually it's like a prequel to Vampire Masquerade.
Okay.
So it's all bats and coffins and stuff, which, as you saw some of my stuff, that's what it's been geared towards for
Right.
that reason.
Exactly.
I started doing 8-bit arcade stuff for the longest time. I still have some arcade stuff, but like the snowflakes, I make these. Where's your cameras? And
There's this one right
and
here.
then there's that one. Yeah, this is just Pac-Man snowflakes.
Mm.
I have a couple different versions of them that I print, and I sell them on Etsy year-round.
That's actually, I think. Let me see if I still have access to it. I can use my phone as a camera, so we can get like close-ups on all this stuff too.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of
all my GoPros are not charged.
It's just a matter of if it wants to work. Okay, since I got a new phone and I haven't tested it with this new phone yet, it doesn't want to work
My
today.
other camera. I almost brought my camera that's just like yours up there,
Yeah,
and it just didn't happen. No big deal.
it is what it
Your
is.
camera's good there. Mine's way up there.
Right. So let's
bleeds up there.
let's showcase some of your favorite stuff that you have.
What do you think first?
Whatever you see fit.
The one you like the most. The stool sample.
All right. So as I show this off on camera, explain.
It is.
Hi, James.
It is a stool in a sample case. Hence, stool sample. I have two different versions of this. They're on my website. They're on my Facebook page, stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a stool and a sample bottle. I have a small vial, and that's the bigger pea cup. Great for a lot of people buy these for. What the?
It was my Apple Watch trying to talk to me. It's fine.
Is it telling you to breathe?
Maybe.
Did you forget to breathe again?
It happens.
You don't
That's
need, you
it's
don't need,
ADHD.
you don't need out that mouth to mouth. We can't do that live.
Tragic. I mean, it's YouTube. They're fine with that. TikTok, no. Twitch, they might get angry about that. This one's one of my favorites.
This is your favorite. I've seen these all over. This is not my design. This is something that everyone's doing. I fixed it up to make it better, to make it close right. I'm actually going to be putting magnets in it. It's called Just In Case, and it's just in a case. Very simple.
It is backwards.
It's Tzulj.
Oof. Oof.
Oof. This one, I set up one of my machines to do Pet G, and this was what I set it up for. I don't even know how long. I never measured it. It's just articulated dragon. You can really see that. That's
Yeah.
not something-
I don't know where my tape measure is, but yeah.
Well,
Here's this.
Is it in your bedroom?
Surprisingly not. I forget what I was trying to measure, and I don't even remember where it is anymore.
I can tell you. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is on my Facebook page. My Etsy link that I think you put on there has
Right. Yeah, like I have
page.
a thing to his links tree if you guys want to check this
Yeah,
out.
that
He has a lot more stuff than what we have today.
I can't. I have a Pac-Man yo-yo that I made, a Death Star yo-yo that I made, a lot of arcade-oriented stuff, and I didn't stop by my arcade shop to get it on the way over here because it was running late as was. So, on the creepy themes, this is, I don't remember the actual name for it. This is a Hex 3D Patreon thing. I get some designs from there, and I just 100% take the design and print it as it is. And I did some modifications to it, but it's just a copper head and a skull.
Yep, I
You can
got
see
you.
it there.
I got you. I wish this camera in particular had autofocus, so you can really see the detail on it. But like with the little focus that we have, you can see how well detailed this thing is.
Yeah,
I really showed on yours as well.
and that's the other thing. People get these printers and they're like, "Ooh, like, why can't I get good detail?" You gotta, dude. I learned so much in a matter of 1 month's time of fixing all of my designs. It's like, oh, I can speed up my prints. I can double my print speed, and keep my quality by doing this or this or this. Like the chalice chalice of skulls. Yes. Chalice of Skulls, the backbone, bunch of skulls.
Yeah, and then this can come out as well.
Planters. You can put small plants and stuff like that. I'm working on 10 different designs for planter skulls, different types of skulls, futuristic skulls, ancient skulls, just to have like a little planter in them. And that's going to be for hopefully the February that I have it.
Right.
Of course, my variation of the mistletoe. I've seen several variations, and I wanted to make my own. So, red and green theme. Yes, God of War. Yeah, I see that. Speaking of God of War, that's something I wanted to start making. One of my friends is heavily into God of War, and I was told to start looking into that stuff. Predator. This is from Predator. There's a stand. This is the smaller version of it, but there's a full size skull of it, and I wanted to try to make a smaller. The smaller you get with those, with the articulation, the more fragile they are. That's the only problem. Who's all up there? I thought. What is it? I thought
have tacos.
Inside joke.
Excellent.
That's a good one. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I just saw that. I don't have many people that follow me. So. I'm doing different variations of articulated dragons. This one is actually misprinted. Missed one of the ribs over here, busted into printing, but I have 4 different sizes for this, with and without the wing. And as you can see, it moves.
And like you were saying, like off camera before it even went live, like the bigger it gets, the more articulated it gets.
Oh yeah. So the smallest version of that, the smallest version I have of that is this, which is not really camera worthy. It's way too small.
And these ones don't even move at all because of how tiny they are. So it really shows like when you see the rest of these.
But then the next size
how
up,
much it evolves.
The next size up has a little bit of articulation.
Right. So we got the head to neck and then to the tail as well.
Oh, I almost forgot while you're up there.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Pac-Man arcade stuff, I started making earrings from my Pac-Man snowflakes. And I have another version coming out, and as well as coffins, bats, stuff like that. I had to set one machine for high detail, super fine. This one's for you, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's for you.
So this isn't just a normal hand.
Everyone knows the thing.
So yeah, this is gonna be the thing. I want to say Addams Family.
Yes.
But since some of these kids are young and don't know Addams Family, but they know
How young
Wednesday.
you are.
They know Wednesday from Netflix.
Yeah, and that, because everyone knows. In fact, on TikTok, if people look at my TikTok, I have that stop animation video I made.
Ooh.
Did you see that?
I don't think I have.
It's actually using this size for the entire stop animation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that on your is your TikTok on your?
That's on my TikTok. It's on my.
Is it on your link tree?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep. And then, well, I'll just put these all up there because there's different ones.
And like the bigger you got, the more detail you're able to add to these as well.
This one has detail of the stitching.
Right.
And I can't. That has to get hand painted.
Right.
And you can't do that with the other sizes. It still looks cool, the other sizes, but it's a desktop trinket. I mean, that's a lot of the stuff I do is just desktop trinkets.
Yeah, like even like the same rule could be applied with action figures. Like
the
bigger you make it, the more paint and detail you're able to add to these things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess this will be the last thing.
Like the thing that like surprises me the most about the thing is like how well it's able to balance on those fingertips.
There's a trick to that, and a lot of people, and that's another thing. Like this is actually from Hex 3D. There's I think Thangs has one, and Colts 3D has one. You can't just print this. You can print the whole thing one way, but what I do, it's easier to show you with the bigger one. When I'm in my slicer program, what I do is these first two fingers up to the knuckle is 100% infill.
Okay.
Everything else, like including like this is like regular. Just up to there is 100% infill for weight.
Oh, yep.
The rest of it is super light. That way it doesn't
Like it
fall.
doesn't get top heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a trick that I just figured out on my own because everyone who prints these is having that issue. Like
Right.
it keeps falling. Or you can drill a hole and put weight in there, stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, there's some complex printing where it's like a game. Like, can I do this without supports? Can I do with little supports? Stuff like that. Like this actually prints like this.
Okay.
So your angle here sucks.
Yeah.
This has to, if this thing is not, like I use hairspray. I use Aquanet hairspray like a mofo. And that helps it stick to the bed. People use glue sticks, stuff like that. But it helps stick that way that all this weight isn't going to pull as it's printing.
Right. Like with it, like how you were explaining how you like fill it up to make it like more bottom heavy than anything. That's something that even Sonic action figures have a hard time doing because his design, especially his modern design, is so top heavy that it's difficult to make a good action figure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. These are my biggest seller.
Mm.
Every time I show up to a venue with these things, like 90% of my sales are these.
I love these ones a lot, actually.
These are your give a fuck tokens. What gave me the idea is everyone had the 0 fucks ones, and nobody had the 1. So I wanted to make something of you give your last one. That's why I came up with these.
Right. And like with these ones, you don't paint these ones.
I gotta be able to. I can't read anything up there.
Nothing's been new since the taco comment.
Ah. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
See you later, James.
Oh, he's gonna miss your gift.
Ooh. I mean, I'm gonna keep this public anyway, so it'll like be its own video then.
Okay. So the main reason I came over here is to give you a Christmas gift.
Okay. So with the Sonic video I did with the Christmas gift, I knew what all that was. This is new. I have no idea what this is.
Oh
yeah, we gotta show this off too.
yes, this is from The Witcher. If you have anyone has watched The Witcher, the first episode of the first episode, there was a cage made of bones that had a fire in it, and it got me thinking a bone cage with a fire. So this is. Oh, did you change your settings?
Yeah, so like it would like show off the flame effect.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with mine. There's a specific video for this as well on TikTok. Had this, the whole bottom is spine, and this is actually bones from other files that I've had. The top is a tooth for the screw down. I sell these with different lights in them, different flames: blue, red, purple, green, orange. I think that one's red. Yeah, you can't do much about that.
I mean, I can get the autofocus on like the detail of it.
If you smack the camera.
But if I get the light close enough, it does adjust the ISO automatically on your phone, so it is able to pick up the lighting effect of the flames.
Yeah. I love this one. This one takes so much. I have a whole box of these things to put together. But the way I designed it, you can hang it upside down or put it on a lamp. So that was my whole reason behind that. But yeah, just first episode of The Witcher just gave me the idea. A fire inside of a bone cage. I'm like, genius. Anyway.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It's a good thing our Christmas tree is still up because we haven't had time to actually take it down yet.
Your Christmas tree is awesome. His Christmas tree is nothing but Nintendo and Mario and Sonic and yeah.
All right. So yeah, look how massive this thing is.
And you don't hear him saying that often.
Right? It's the girth that counts.
You're gonna say the normal thing. It's a box.
I didn't know what to get you this year, so I got you this box.
We got you a box.
It is a box.
It is a box.
Oh, did I break anything?
No, but I would. Yeah, you can open up either side.
Okay, perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is rad. Oh my fucking god, yes. No lie, like, yeah, you sent me this on.
I sent
Marketplace,
him.
right?
I sent him a thing on Facebook Marketplace for this. I put fresh batteries in it and dremeled the connections too, so it works. And I was like, "Hey, I think you would want this," and he's like, "I don't know if I can afford something like that." And this, I'm like, "It's not. It wasn't much," and so I messaged, thinking he messaged at the same time, and I just picked it up the other day. It's got both sets
Oh my god. I got.
on buttons right there, wireless.
I gotta figure out how to connect.
That's
to
why.
my PC.
That's why I was asking you about your thing.
I gotta see, like, how does this connect? Because it has to have
There's
some
a-
type of receiver.
There's a connectivity button there.
Okay.
You turn it on and everything.
Normally, like, even with a button like this, it still needs some type of receiver. But I still gotta figure
Again,
out. how
I
this
figured
works.
you would eventually find a way for it, but you know, even if you couldn't use it, it's just badass. looking.
Yeah, it's still a nice,
awesome.
beautiful piece.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Thank you. Oh, this is dope.
Now you gotta show the camera.
Absolutely, we gotta show the camera. This is sick. I wish I knew the backstory behind this thing. I want to know where this thing came from.
Backstory that I heard from where I picked it up is someone moved out of state and left it.
What? Like, I
And
don't
it
know.
did work.
Like I don't know like what tied this and like how this thing was created because like there wasn't
They
a
must have made it at some point.
yeah
I mean,
because like
it's-
this wasn't like there wasn't a dedicated Guitar Hero for Kiss or anything.
Right, right.
So I don't know why they made this, but this is fucking awesome. Cause like the button style is definitely Guitar Hero, but like the bottom buttons like this, that's totally inspired by Rock Band.
Mm-hmm.
And the buttons don't feel bad either. Like this thing's sick. Dude, I hope I can find a way to get this to work.
Oh, I mean, well, that's why I was asking you about wireless. So if
Right.
you can figure out a wireless adapter.
Yeah, because I know a lot of stuff is proprietary. Sometimes they'll say on the back of here.
Yeah,
But-
I'd say you turn it on, you hit the connect button, and then just
Oh,
sync it.
PS3.
Does it say PS3? Look at the
PS3. Well, like,
That looks like Xbox,
well, what is it?
isn't it?
No, there's like nothing on here. Like, but start and select, yeah, that's actually even during the 360 days, it will still start and
Yeah,
select.
they're all adaptable.
And even
somehow.
the D-pad reminds me of an Xbox as well. So, yeah, I gotta figure out a way to get this going because this is sick. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure there's an adapter for this somewhere. Holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's 3 AA batteries. The one thing needed, I took a Dremel to, since I was dremeling some 3D prints too.
Mhm.
I just took the Dremel and just made the connection better. But you know, that's
Thank
just
you so much.
me being a stupid nerd.
Yeah. Cause I know, like for the last Guitar Hero they made, at least the last good one, they had it so if you pre-ordered it, you got like extra like add-ons to it, so you could make it look like an axe. So like, this is
I'd have
Honestly-
to research. I mean, that you have has the signatures up there, has that. I mean, it was made at some point for something. I mean, your fans will probably look at it like, oh, I know what that is.
yeah, I gotta look into it. This thing
Not
is
a Kiss
cool.
guy, but the action.
Exactly. I gotta find a way to hang this. This is
Oh, thanks,
dope.
Coyote Man. I just saw that. Love the designs.
All right.
Seems like made by a third party, officially licensed by KISS, made for PS3, PS2. Compatible for
That
both.
that
Okay.
sounds about right.
Okay.
So now we just gotta find an adapter for this thing. Because if it's PS3, I could use this on Clone Hero, at least easily. If I can find a PS2 adapter,
You are the Guitar Hero god, so
Yeah.
I'm leaving that. Dude, I watch your videos and it's just like I'm stuck. I'm like, how? Because I play regular guitar. I don't know if you've seen my studio. I play
I don't think
all
so,
sorts
no.
of instruments. But even for me, like every time I play Guitar Hero, it's like the timing is not what it's supposed to be in my
Right.
head. Because I'm exactly to the beat, and it's like it's just a hair off, and I just OCD.
Miles says Kyle makes it look easy.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
biggest secret is I didn't have sex in high school.
That and video editing. He does live video editing.
Right?
OBS is good for that.
Oh my God. I know there was some guy in the Guitar Hero community that got caught cheating in that mostly same way. But
How?
I don't know. But it was mostly obvious though. Like you'll see like how the score would like suddenly change, and I don't know. But I'm too lazy to do any of that shit. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what time do you gotta head out?
Nah, this is what I came here for, just to show a couple things and
All right.
give you a gift that I was hoping you would enjoy.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so the 3D printed stuff. I'm not sure if Miles managed to catch it, but he was showing off some 3D printed stuff that was really awesome. And this is one of my personal friends. We know each other for I guess over a decade now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. 11 or 12 years.
Yeah. So he's started as an arcade business.
You
And
were a
now
toddler. No, just kidding.
I was a mere fetus. But so he started with an arcade business, and now he's doing 3D printed stuff. So if you want to check his stuff out, like with some of the stuff that we've shown off today, we got nerd stuff, we got was it Halloween related stuff
Yeah,
as
there's
well.
a lot more nerd stuff on the website. My Facebook's the biggest following,
Right.
the Taylor 3D Solutions Facebook, because that has everything like day to day. TikToks, I do as much as possible. Instagram, all the time. I link my Instagram post to my Facebook, basically. You'll see the nerd stuff. You'll see the dark stuff. People contact me for ideas of stuff for them, like adapters for this and cable organizers for their desk, or stuff like that. And I don't put too much stuff up there for that, but
Right.
I mean, the whole point of Taylor 3D Solutions was for every problem there's a 3D solution. That's like my mentality. Like I go through all sorts of stupid stuff, like, oh, I can print something for that, oh, I can adapt that.
It's like with an iPhone, the motto used to be there's an app for that. So
Yeah.
if the idea exists, you can make it, essentially.
Yeah, there's so many things. My mind is just blank from like there's so many stupid little things that you just don't think of. Oh, keychains are a huge thing of mine.
Right.
I have Corvette keychains. I do custom keychains for businesses. Like, send me a logo, I'll make a keychain. You see the named keychains all the time. Well, you can have phrases, you can have logos, and that's all two-color stuff, just like the tokens, where it's two-color. A lot of stuff I'm doing is two-tone. The Corvette keychain holder that I have is four colors. Yeah, 4 colors. I have the Gen 7 keychain holder, the Gen 6 keychain holder, and what you hang the keychains on is a bolt. I actually 3D print a bolt with a hook on the inside of it. But, I mean, people throw me ideas and I just go.
Right.
And once I think of an idea, it links to another idea, or once my printers are full, I just forget.
But yeah, thank you. Not
Yes,
only
it
for
is
the
amazing.
gift, not only for the gift, but like thank you for showing all this off, because I never got to see any of this stuff in person.
I know.
So seeing it finally was so awesome.
We're such social friends anymore. I mean, the last time I ran into you was at the grocery store.
Right, and like even then, like back then we used to hang out with like Eric and stuff too, and I have
Yes.
But like besides like big events like Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever, like he and I don't hang out as much as we used to anymore, and it sucks.
Yep.
But it's like that's adulting life. and I hate it.
Well,
Absolutely
now
hate
you
it.
got your own place too.
I do. Yeah.
And if you're not here, then I can't hang out with you. So you have to stay here all the time. No,
Yeah, I mean, one day, man. Hopefully, one day we'll make this thing
we'll hang out
a
some more.
full-time thing. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. Eventually. For right now, I mean, it's just fun. I got into it because it's fun, and I help people. You know what I mean? Like people have an issue, like I will help it. You saw the stuff I made for my daughter. Like I have a little box. It's like a what they call them, a puzzle box, and it has you have to open this and then turn this, and it's like 50 3D printed parts, and I did wood filament and then stained it with a wood stain, and it looks like a handmade wooden box. You know, like there's stuff I can't bring because every time I make something, I put it on Facebook and it's sold.
And like when it comes to like action figure related stuff, like we could 3D print stuff for them. I just can't think of anything because I'm not creative. But but like if you need something for your action figures, like he could probably 3D print it and make it.
I didn't bring it with me, but my friend has a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball machine, and I made a custom speaker grill that looks like the sewer grill, where instead of the bricks are hollowed out, so that's where the sound goes through, but it has the Turtles logo on it. He has action figure stuff. He was talking about that, like, oh, can you make a sword? Can you make little stuff like that? Like, there's so many things that you can 3D print. It boggles the mind. Like, stupid stuff. My drones. I have drones, and I 3D printed a special adapter for a 360 camera underneath the one drone, so that I could sit there on my VR and actually look down at myself and look all around. You know, like not while I'm doing it, but for the after video. Right. I think I have 6 drones now too. Yeah.
So is it like through your Etsy or like where like people can like custom commission stuff, or like how do they like
shoot me a message? I mean, if someone has an idea. Or if someone sees Thingiverse is a huge thing. If you see something on Thingiverse, Cults 3D, that you want something similar or you want that, shoot me a message. You know what I mean? Like if I haven't printed it, I love when people send me stuff. It's like I saw this, but I didn't see that you printed it. Well, that's why I print stuff. I print it to add to the portfolio. Once I print, I take pictures, and I sell. So I can make more. I have the files. I took the time to refine the files to make it printable. I know my settings. I have a notepad, spreadsheet for every single thing I do. Like, if you have an idea, if you see an idea, see if it can be printed. I'm not the only 3D printer around. I have all sorts of friends and forums who can do stuff better than I can with their machines, but it's a great industry, and it's banging. Like, there's tons of people doing it, and there's also tons of people doing it like shit.
All right, so we're gonna call it a night tonight. But see, if you want to check out the stuff, it's in the links tree, and even like post stream, I'll even put it in the description as well. It's like at the top link that people can see, and check out his stuff. Commission if you need to. If you have an idea, he could probably do it. So again, thank you for hanging out tonight for the first time in probably years.
Yeah.
And we can probably go Pokemon going in Marietta sometime.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while. And I have an automatic one too, so I don't even have to like focus on my phone anymore.
You mean you got to drive now?
Fuck driving.
We used to walk everywhere.
Dude, we did. Yeah, we used to park and then just walk everywhere.
Park and then walk, yep.
Yeah, dude, that was such a time.
It was great exercise. I actually got into it because I was working on losing weight, and I
remember that time.
I was walking 2 miles a day, 4 miles a day, and it was just something to do. Like, I'm walking anyway,
Right. And at the time, I didn't even live in a town or anything. I honestly,
no, you didn't.
I don't want to say I lived on the outskirts. I lived right off a highway.
Because I lived like couple doors from you,
exactly
on the other side of the other road. Yeah,
right. So like whenever I would do Pokemon Go, it would either be at market or when I used to work at the winery, and if we wanted to do stuff in town.
Yep, you met me one time in town to do a raid. I think the one time.
Yeah. But I remember like even during that era, I remember it was like during the winter when the raids were first coming out. and it was Ho-Oh during like December or something, and I'm sitting there freezing my ass off, and I tried multiple times trying to get that Ho-Oh, never got it. And I said, you know what? I am done chasing these things because it's too damn cold, and I can't do it. And at the time, I'm not sure if I could drive yet. Either that or I just had a shitty car at the time. I don't remember. But I have a better car now.
I drove all the way out to Lincoln Highway Starbucks for a Mewtwo thing. Had my daughter's account. I had two different phones. I had my daughter's account and I had mine. She got the Mewtwo. I did not.
Ah!
I was like, the things I do. I'll never forget. She we were driving through a graveyard, and she hatched a Pikachu. She's like, I'd never been so excited in my life. Wait,
And
we're
then
in a
keep in mind, this is
no, no. She said that, and then she looked. Wait, I'm in a graveyard. I shouldn't be saying that.
Now, keep in mind, this is like the first year or two
Yeah.
when Pokemon first came out. It's like, so like, it was only first gen at the time. So finding a Pikachu was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I miss that initial excitement of
When you
Pokemon
can
Go.
change- when you can change the Squirtle name to whatever you want, or the Weedle name to whatever you want. I don't think
Exactly.
you, can you not do that anymore?
You still can.
You can?
Mhm.
Oh, there was all sorts of funky names on them.
Oh, yeah. I just don't think it displays the names anymore in the raids. I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, because it got a little out of control. which is
Absolutely.
yeah.
They had,
Oh, there was beatdowns going on everywhere for stuff like, oh, you took over my thing.
do you remember when the gyms were completely
That's what I'm talking
different?
about. The gyms
Oh my
were
God.
like I used to live right down the street from a gym at where I lived, and I was able to like walk down and just add stuff to.
Mhm.
Well, I actually wound up getting Facebook messages because I own the one forum. For E-Town, I started getting Facebook. Hey, do you know who this character is? You know, who like they keep on breaking my taking over. It's a game. Dude.
Exactly.
Like,
Don't
what-
get cranky about it. Like, I remember like the way the gyms were first set up. You can have like 6 Gyarados all at once, and they were all overpowered. And the way you had to battle them was not the way how it is now, where you had to like fight them 3 times or whatever. Like you literally had to like go at it. So if you had weak Pokemon, you were screwed.
But at least at their age, you could walk around and knock the phones out of people's hands. Not that I would ever do that.
Oh my God.
What'd you do to my grandsons?
Get good, kid.
You gotta learn today. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's been a while since I did that.
Man. But yeah, but like, yeah, right outside my house at the gym. And dude, let me show you how many freaking coins I have in Pokemon Go. This is all earned, like through like having a gym here.
Mind you, he lives on a thing.
Yeah, I live right next to a gym, like
Has
right from my
nothing
desk.
to do with that.
With the combination of having that and a gym at work as well, I was able to rack up coins like crazy. So I don't have to pay a single penny into that game ever again, unless I want to do like the Pokemon Go Fest things.
Oh, I forgot people actually spend money on it.
Right? I don't.
I never did.
I know, like with Pokemon Go Fest, you have to actually pay legit money to get in that, like, and it's like an in-phone event instead of traveling again. And you get exclusive Pokemon that way too. So I'm like, cool. I'm not doing that though. But we gotta head out. It's 11:30.
Yeah, I wanted to when you end that, I'm taking my TikTok live thing and just because you can't see some
Oh,
of this
yeah.
awesomeness on there.
Well, yeah. If you
For
want
the
to, by all
whopping
means.
one person that's left.
All right. So good night,
Go
everyone.
follow me so I can have more people.